Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Good morning, everybody. Today we have a new model and a new unit. We will talk about Model 3, Unit 5. We will begin with the reading section in page 58, 59. Before we start our reading, let's take a look on the cover page and look at the title. What the future holds, what we will experience in the future, what the future hides for us. We don't know what happened in the future, but we can expect. So what the future holds. A look at the future is our topic, inshallah, today in reading. My objectives today that pupils will be able to read for just to extract and summary the article, reconstruct a gap text, and also study new words. Okay, let's start with the title. What is that? What is the future hold? As I told you before, what is the future hold? What we will experience in the future. Okay? All of these are expectation, not real until right now. Unit 5, lifestyle, our way to life or to live. And Unit 6, the environment. The environment is the sea, mountain, trees, everything around you is an environment. Okay, let's have discussion. What do you think life in the future will be like 50 years from now? That means after 50 years, what do you think the world will be? Okay? And our life will be after 50 years. That means it will be in 2070. Okay, how will houses, transport, how can you move from place to another place? By car, by train, by airplane, etc. The food, different from the way they are now or no? Another question, do you think environmental is an adjective of environment? Adjective of environment. Here, describe the problems. Environmental problems. The problems in the sea, the problems in the air, the problems in the land, the problems in our environment. Will be worse by the end of the 21st century. 21st. We are in 21st century right now. Why and why not? Okay, this is the first question. I have suggestion answer for you, and you can give me your opinion about the question. You can write your opinion. You don't need to write this answer or to deal with this answer. Okay, I believe for the first one, first question, what do you think in the life in the future will be like 50 years from now? How will houses, transport, food, different from what they are now? Okay, I believe that we begin to take better care. We just to have a care of our environment. Things will be definitely improve. Houses improve, develop, like houses will be built to be more energy efficient. That means it will not use a lot of electricity and other things. The same will be true for transport. Also, transport maybe will be changed. Today we have a car which operated by electricity. We don't know in the future what will be happen. Cars, buses, and airplanes will be able to go long distances. Distances is the way from the place to another place, and we can measure the distances by meter, by kilometer, etc. On very little fuel. It's don't need for more gas. So I think food will be similar what we today, but I don't think we will be eating food in the form of pills. What's the pills? Pills, it's like a medicine which can put the food inside this small pill, as they sometimes say. Do you think environmental problem will be worse by the end of 21st century? I don't think will get worse, because people are becoming more aware. People are becoming more aware. That means they have more knowledge, they educated very well, and they have a responsibility of their environment and their life, of the problem caused by the global warming. Global warming is gradual increase in temperature in all over the world. Many countries around the world have promised to do more for the environment and try to limit global warming. Limit, decrease. Limit means decrease, make lower. Okay? After that, pre-reading, before reading, or before we read, please look at the page. Look at this page, okay? 2 pages. Look at the pictures, okay? Pre-read. Just try to take a look on the passage. And in this moment, please, when you have a new passage or article, go direct and underline the first sentence in every paragraph. The first sentence here, the first sentence here, and the first sentence here. This is the first sentence is the topic sentence, and usually you can find the main idea of the paragraph and the passage in the first sentence. You can find what you want to know in the first sentence. First sentence usually describe the article or describe the paragraph at all. So the first sentence in each paragraph is very important. Read it to understand what's going on. Before reading, we can say before reading, and we can say pre-reading, pre-reading. We can say also pre and post, pre and post, pre-post, pre and post, post-reading, pre-reading. We can say pre-reading, post reading. That's mean before, and that's mean before, that's mean after. Okay, pre and post, pre and post. Okay, we have 2 questions as a pre-reading. What do you think, practice, what do you think city will be like in the future? Give me your opinion. Give me your imagination. Try to imagine the future after years in the cities in the future. Sorry. What are the advantages and disadvantages of working or studying at home like you right now? What's the advantages and disadvantages to work or study at home? Okay. I think cities will be quite different. It will be not similar. There will be many modern skyscrapers. Skyscrapers is a high building or rise high building. Like for example, we have Kingdom Tower, we have Faisaliya Tower also in Dubai, Khalifa Tower also. This is a skyscrapers, and in the future it will be more higher or higher than today. Also think that there will be new advanced means of transport. That means the transport will be improved more than what it is today. That will try to find answer for the problem or try to find a solution. Solution is a noun and solve is a verb. The traffic problem most large cities have. Okay, what are the advantages and disadvantages of studying at home? Okay, obviously one advantage of working study at home that you don't have to commute to work. Commute, that means drive or go by bus or go by train to work and come back. Also you can work or study any hours you like. If you want to work or study in the morning, afternoon, at night, it's up to you. The disadvantage is that don't have colleagues. Colleagues is a friend in your job or fellow students. Fellow students is your classmates to discuss any problem with you or even just to socialize with, just to meet people and talk to them. Okay. After that, let's go right now to reading. Reading for guests, for extracts, for find out the summary or the main idea of the reading passage. Okay, right now, look at the screen, please. Look at the future. This is a magazine article. On the right is about prediction made by a group of scientists. Scientist is a professor who make a study or conducted a study in chemistry, for example, in physics, etc. About what life will be like in the future. Read the article quickly without paying attention. Don't worry about the gaps. The gaps or the spaces here, that means there is a sentence here or missed sentence here, so don't worry about that. And compare the information with your answer to question previous activity. That means pre-reading. Compare the information here with the information that you gave. Okay, let's start. What does the future hold for us? This is a question. This question had that has most probably crossed your mind at some point. Most probably, it's sure that day it come to your mind. You think about this problem. You think about this problem. That means probably cross your mind. Cross your mind, that means you think, one day you think about this problem. But is there anyone who can truly, not lie, tell us what our lives will be like 50 years from now? A group of scientists recently completed a study that has a goal, okay, to do just that. This group contain the people inside the groups are professionals from different occupation, like for example teacher is occupation, for example teacher, soldier, doctor, engineer, all of these are occupations. And field of study, as I told you with the scientist, field of study like you, for example you study in chemistry, you study in physics, you study in mathematics, that's a field. Here are a few ideas based on their prediction to help you imagine the future. Okay. They have predictions. They expect things that will happen in the future. And we will experience these predictions. Okay. Let's start. 50 years from now. This is the topic sentence. I told you before. Read the first sentence, okay? Read the first sentence, underline the first sentence, read it carefully, and then you will understand what's going on the whole paragraph and the article at all. 50 years from now, population, that means the people who live in a place or in a country, will be growing to such an extent that city growing, increasing, such an extent bigger size that city will themselves have to undergo, go through, or obey, or we can say deal with the radical change, extreme change, very important change to cater to provide people by food and by other things which are important in our life. This growing for this growing population number. Okay, they must do extremely change to cover the growing of population numbers. Cities, as they are today, will not be able to provide places for all these people to work and live. It's difficult to offer places for them. Although many have spoken about population explosion. What's the meaning of explosion? Explosion is a bomb. That means a very fast increase in number of population or other thing in city. And the need to get people out of city center, downtown, okay? This may not be the best solution to the problem, but most of the people living on the outskirts, countryside, the places or the villages or towns around the big cities of the city, and therefore because of that they forced to travel to drive, to go long distance to get work every day. So more suitable solution, very nice solution has to be found. This seems to be what are now called commercial and residential high-rise building. Commercial, residential. Okay, high-rise building. This is the commercial which used to exchange money, or trade by money, and shops and sell and buy, and residential where the people live. They will be similar today to skyscrapers, but they will be taller, more taller than Al-Mamlaka Tower or Khalifa Tower. And they will combine places of residence with different work environments. That means these places will consist of places to work, places to have shop, and etc. The people living in this high-rise building will not have to leave. They not need to leave to go work or gym or supermarket. They will live, work, shop, and entertain, have fun themselves in the same building without having to travel from one place to another. The only drawback, disadvantage, will be taking the lift. That means there will be thousands of floors. Get from the lift is elevator. Get from one floor to the next. Imagine how inconvenient, not nice, not good, not suitable, not inappropriate it will be if each building consists of 1,000 floors. Okay, we will stop today here and continue for the next paragraph tomorrow, inshallah. See you inshallah tomorrow and have a nice day. Goodbye.